How a poor plumber's son started Porsche from a secret workshop. Everyone knows the name Porsche as one of the most luxurious and high-quality brands in the automotive industry and the car world. But the most interesting thing about Porsche is that this luxurious brand was started by the son of a poor plumber. But how did the poor plumber's son start Porsche? And how did it become one of the highest quality automotive brands in the world? In this video, you're going to learn how Porsche was started and how it became one of the most luxurious brands for $33.7 billion. Early life. The story of this successful brand started in Maffersdorf, where its founder, Dr. Ferdinand Porsche, was born. He was born in Maffersdorf on September 3, 1875, as the third of 5 children, and his father was a humble proprietor of a humble plumbing workshop. Ferdinand was expected to take over the family business with his brothers, but he had other interests. At the age of 14, he started experimenting with electricity, which was all the rage during the latter part of the 19th century. His father, on the other hand, did not like it, and he tried for a long time to stop his son from engaging in such nonsense. In response, Ferdinand established his own secret workshop in his parents' home that allowed him to explore freely. Then in 1893, he started working for electrical firm Bella Edrenko in Vienna, and within a few years, he was promoted from an electrician to the test center manager due to his talent and technical understanding, and this step proved to be a turning point for him. Porsche's introduction to the automobile. After that, in 1897, Ferdinand Porsche began working in the newly founded electric car department at KUK Hofborgenfabrik Jacob Lohne and Cove, Vienna, and he created an electric wheel hub motor in the same year. This year was a watershed moment for Porsche, and his work would culminate in the Lohne Porsche. His new motor was a non-transmission vehicle that was hailed as a game-changer at the Paris World Trade Fair. Ferdinand, on the other hand, was more than just an engineer. He was always looking for a new, unexpected way to test his cars. He also used racing to test his innovations, as in 1900, when he won the simmering circuit outside Vienna. In 1902, he was also in the racing team for Archduke Franz Ferdinand as a driver. After 8 years at Lohne Ferdinand in 1906, he joined Daimler in Norva Neustadt as a technical manager. Ferdinand moves to upper management. After his great success in racing, he was promoted to general manager at Austro-Daimler in 1917. It was the time period when Sasha, a compact 4-cylinder racing automobile, won the first and second places in its category at the Tiger Florio event in Sicily on its debut. It was a great success for them, up until no one dreamed they could achieve such top speeds with a 4-cylinder engine belonging to the category of the smallest cars ever. After Sasha's success, he moved to Daimler Motoren Gesellschaft in Stuttgart, which was the main branch of Daimler in Germany. He worked there as a technical manager and a member of the executive board the very next year, and he immediately got to work of improving the Mercedes compressor automobile. The Volkswagen. After that, on April 25, 1931, he established his own independent design office after saving enough money, which was registered in the commercial register as Porsche Design. In 1932, Auto Union gave Porsche a project to construct a 16-cylinder Grand Prix racing car for the new 750-kilo rules, and that won 32 of the 64 races with drivers like him and set numerous world records. Soon after this remarkable achievement, in 1938, the German government gave him the project of creating a car for the people, translated to Volkswagen. Hitler announced that he wanted every German resident to have a car. The foundation stone for the Volkswagen plant was placed, and Ferdinand Porsche was one of Volkswagen GmbH's general managers. No doubt, the project turned into one of the highest-selling vehicles to date, the Volkswagen Beetle. Porsche during World War II. Then World War II hit, and Porsche's attention had been focused on helping the war. They produced a militarized version of the Beetle, called the Kübelwagen and Schwimmwagen. Porsche created several designs to make heavy tanks, but a competing company's version was chosen instead. Their chassis, however, was later used in the Elephant Tank Destroyer, and they made 2 prototypes of the Maus super heavy tank. During the war, the construction office also worked on projects including the Maus heavy tank and an alternative version of the Tiger tank that was not adopted for the official use, as well as wind generators and the Volksstrada. In 1940, Porsche was also given the honorary title of a professor because of his work for the country. Porsche after World War II. After the war ended, the Volkswagen factory situation totally changed, and the company fell to the British. causing Chairman Ferdinand Porsche to lose his job. He was arrested that year for his participation in helping the German army and found himself in prison for 20 months. But after failing to find any evidence of him being related to the war crimes, he was let go. When he returned, he found that the design of the race car, Sestalia, was built under his son Ferry's supervision. He ultimately died of natural causes in Stuttgart in 1951 at the age of 75. Some people might be surprised to learn that Porsche, as we know it today, was founded after his passing, but that's how it happened. So, after he died, his son Ferry took over, and along with his sister Louise, Piche, built the first Porsche-branded car in Australia, known as the Porsche 356. The first 356 prototype was built in a small sawmill and shown to German car dealers. When pre-orders reached a certain threshold, the Porsche construction group started producing the 356 with an aluminum body, and the 356 is frequently cited as the original Porsche. After that, the success of Porsche started, and its values increased day after day. Sudden increase in its deliveries. Even Porsche increased its deliveries in all of the global markets as demand in Germany's domestic market had also increased. In its recent history, Porsche has been taking on obstacles head-on. Porsche increased its deliveries in all of its global sales offices in the United States as recently as 2021. There were 22 more vehicles shipped than the previous year, which was a remarkably large increase. Porsche increased their vehicle sales by 22% to 84,657 in the US. China continues to be the largest single market for the sports car manufacturer, with a solid overall performance in 2021. With a 9% rise, demand in the local German market has also increased. It was one of the few popular European brands that were willing to take on a challenge that would directly compete with the Tesla model, because Ferdinand Porsche's dedication to using the greatest technologies is still clearly strongly ingrained in the business. The outcome of this effort is the Porsche Taycan, which has its roots firmly entrenched in the world of sports and draws inspiration from a wide range of historic 911 cars, including the Cayman KM SUV, the Porsche Panamera sedan, and the Tesla EV. The business is still considered for producing well-liked models with excellent performance, and it continues to be celebrated for making high-quality, high-performance models that are loved by all. 70% of Porsches ever built are still on the road. This is the true and untold story of Ferdinand Porsche, who was the son of a poor plumber. But with his hard work, he became the founder of one of the most famous car brands in the world, valued at $33.7 billion US. And just because of his passion for cars, the Porsche brand has parked itself in the top spot as the world's most valuable luxury brand. What's your opinion about Ferdinand Porsche's passion and motivational story? Please let us know in the comment box. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to our channel.